I think the other minor complaint I have about this game is the villain is very... There's no villain yet.
I mean, I joined later, so I didn't
You haven't
actually
even seen
see
the Emperor.
Nuvius.
I saw him for, like, I want to say 20 seconds. He was such a non-character. What... I didn't like Iconoclast that much as a Metroidvania, but as a story it was pretty fun. And up until the end. But the,
Well, the interesting thing is, with the way things have been going, it seems like everyone, you know, has valid reasons for despising
the real
other
evil
people.
person is the Emperor Valette, question mark.
Right,
Biotechnology.
right, so...
The new line of biotechnology war machines is proving to be quite effective. I would have never imagined juxtaposing simple metallic autonoma with literal biological organs. I was surprised by the practicality of using enormous organic eyes as an ocular source for robots, enhanced as they are. Of course, an intentional side effect of the design is that they are so unsettling.
Oh, the eye spiders.
Yeah, the eye spiders and that first eye boss. The individual who spearheaded this technology, Amadeus, is somewhat of an enigma to me. He claims to be from Surfland, but I find that claim preposterous considering the primitive level of scientific advancement of that planet. My skepticism is not shared with the new Emperor, however. At least, he doesn't seem to care. Perhaps I will attempt to reverse engineer Amadeus's biotech creations. It may be that I will find my answers there.
Ah! Melding organics and machines and harvesting organs and no, more... Do you know what I think? Have you ever heard of the kitchen sink?
Yeah.
For, like...
Design theory?
For designing, story plots and conflicts and stuff. They are touching on an awful lot of issues in this. From classism to... you know, varying types of relationships and gender identity, and environmentalism. Well, at least with like protecting, you know, alien species. Well, not alien species, but you know, animal species, and
food synthesizer.
Political powers and war and what else? I mean, obviously right now we're having biological manipulation,
transhumanism, stuff like that.
Yeah,
a little bit.
All this interesting stuff. And then, of course, time travel on top of everything, which I'm so glad doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Because time travel just... it would make everything so complicated. You wouldn't know it was real anymore.
But yeah, I think this is one of the few games I've played where, like, so far the villain has just been the concept of evil. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, well, okay, so remember when we were playing Ni no Kuni? And every single villain we had, they were monstrous, they were terrible, they were cheating the system, they were slaying, you know, the protagonist's family, they were a whole host of things, but then, oh, it turns out that some dark force had just made them do it. It wasn't actually the character that was, they weren't doing it of their own volition, it was something that tainted them.
Yeah, the big bad made me do it.
Right, so it sort of cheapened facing the villains because they weren't really villains. It was always oh, I'm freeing you from the evil influence that's making you do the bad things. So then there wasn't really a villain in that whole game, actually. But that's why I'm wanting to point out that in the end, I'm really hoping that it's going to be a situation where they realize that it's the act of someone having the power to change time, that's the true villainy, in a way. Because
you really just don't like time travel.
Well, okay, so imagine one person has the power to undo civilizations and to to form people, places, everything to their will. And the thing is, because they have so little control over what one change might, what it might bring about across hundreds, thousands of years, it's just so...
Eye orb. A fleshy oculus that slices through unwitting foes.
Right, so I think the
turns
thing
out
is...
eyeballs are the real villain. Cut out your eyes, kids.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Experiment 11. The subject exhibited an advanced growth rate, as well as the addition of new psychic abilities, despite the subject's parents being completely void of any talent. Although my colleagues consider this experiment to be a failure, as we've yet to achieve our true goal, I believe it at least a step in the right direction. This will serve as a springboard for my next experiment. As a side note, some of my colleagues appear to be squeamish about the lengths we are going for this research. I do not blame them. The process of splicing unknown organic material into the embryo of a Wendarian commoner
they're using Wendarians now.
is quite a leap from most modern scientific techniques. I know I do evil, but I posit that reaching further, faster, is ultimately our ethical imperative. Scientific advancement beyond Amadeus's designs will allow us to move beyond dependency on the demons. We will bring order to the Empire. Is that not the true Lachiem way?
See, I think that they're trying to get the Timespinner powers via other means. Gross.
Weird escape babies. That was
an escaped one.
Well, that was experiment 11.
Oh, gross. I really wish she commented on this. Wendarians, no.
Just vigorous puking. Oh, they just escaped. Ow.
Yep. So here we're getting the whole like.
Try guns.
This is reminding me kind of what was also shown in like Gattaca, with the whole editing the human genome to create perfection, but in this case, they're trying to create something to harness a particular power.
Oh, right, we can't go in A yet. That's why I didn't go this way. I was like, did I just totally skip a door? Like a dingbat? But no.
So yeah, this is definitely a case of science has gone too far. But you see, this is what... She created something far worse, don't you agree? It's one thing for people to...
who knows? Maybe they were...
It's one thing for people to be constantly pursuing her people. It's another one for them to be potentially enslaved and then used to create genetic monstrosities. I
hate these things.
I mean, don't you think the future, has become worse and worse?
It definitely feels like it,
the more that we've been meddling with it. Whoa. Because now the technology is even more advanced, and it's definitely taken a darker turn.
Yeah.
Because at least in the Lachiem, the Lachiem that she knew, her father was still a soldier. It's not like all of them were bad. Sure, they were conquering worlds and such, but they weren't doing this.
Yeah. They were capturing people, executing people. Like, they were pretty bad.
But it makes you wonder, what's going on with the people in this time? Are they all hooked up to machines and kept in a state of stasis? Do you know what I mean? Oh, 2 memories. Let's wait for one of the... Okay. I am in the city once more. It has been many years since I made the journey, but we need supplies, including some for Lunais' party. Her training is nearly complete, and she will be a time messenger as soon as the celebration is done. I'm so proud of her, but also so aware of the dangers and pain that we are asking her to endure. I'm also hoping to learn more about the Lachiem, perhaps get some clue as to their movements. Perhaps some information Lunais can use to stop them forever. I examine a crate of Lachiem sons in the marketplace, hoping to get one for Lunais. She won't understand the importance, but maybe one day. There's a large Lachiem patrol nearby. It's not nearly as bustling as the last time I was here. I casually scrutinize the sun as they pass, hoping to avoid attention. I'm unsuccessful.
Selene?
I recognize the voice. I turn as he takes off his helmet. He has a beard now. Blue as his hair, but it's definitely him.
Yes, people called it.
No!
People called it. People called it.
It's the father! No!
Daddy.
It's not the I am
Emperor
your father.
Daddy.
He was just a guard and he became the new... Like, I predicted that maybe she would find out that
Maybe the only
leaders
reason
would
why
be...
he was even hunting them down wasn't for time control powers, but because he wanted to see his daughter. All he was just a concerned dad, nothing
I thought
more.
That it would, like some twist of fate, she would be facing a family member at the end.
I want that
but
plot line now,
it's-
that Nuvius is actually, like, legitimately a good guy, and he was just pissed that she unilaterally decided to keep his daughter from him. And that's it. Like, all he wanted was just to have, like, joint custody. Celebrate his daughter's birthday.
At this point, he might not even know he has a daughter. Maybe this is what happens. Oh gosh, this is going to completely ruin Lunais. Nuvius, I say.
That's Emperor Nuvius.
Really? He's already Emperor at this point?
Yep.
One of the guards snarls. My eyes widen.
It's okay, Karak.
He smiles at me.
I never thought I'd see you again.
He moves to embrace me, and I fight the urge to recoil. There are so many soldiers. Emperor? I manage. He stays close when he releases me and lowers his voice.
Yes, I was merely a prince when I saw you last, and didn't want you to like me for just my power, but come. We must catch up, dinner somewhere. I know a lovely little spot.
He gestures a path through his squad of guards, and they part on his command, snapping to attention. Emperor of Lachiem? But what choice do I have? I nod. To his credit, the spot he found for dinner is lovely. A view of the ocean, twilight surrounding us, a warm breeze rustling the trees. Still, I am profoundly uncomfortable.
I've always hoped I would see you again.
Nuvius says to me, pouring me a glass of wine.
How come you never returned?
I had other things to take care of, I say.
Come, like what?
I became a leader of my clan.
Ah, wonderful. We're both leaders then. That night, all those years ago, I meant what I said about wanting to find a wise ally.
Truly, Nuvius? Your people have taken so much from our world, I say, hoping his response will reveal the desire for self-improvement I remember.
What we have taken, we have given back tenfold.
He scoffs. I look down.
But perhaps I haven't had the right counselor.
He recovers.
I still think about that night so long ago, of the family we could have had.
The family you do have but haven't been aware of? Okay. I tried to hide my reaction, but I can tell by his that I failed.
What?
He stops drinking his wine and looks at me.
There's something you're not telling me.
I had a daughter, Nuvius. I'm stunned at my own admission. I'm panicking. I need to get out of here. His eyes widen.
Is she...
I nod reluctantly.
a daughter?
His eyes have lit up.
That's perfect. That's wonderful. What's her name?
Lunais. I feel like throwing up.
Lunais. Selene, I'm so pleased. You must bring her to me.
I shake my head and stammer. My clan is very private, Nuvius. We do not let outsiders.
Who cares about your clan?
He downs his glass of wine and pours another.
I'm the Emperor. You will come back with me. You and Lunais. You can be my queen. We can rule the galaxy together.
We can rule the galaxy together.
Pretty much. I'm speechless for a moment. What? Is all I can manage.
Selene, I have wanted this for years. I love you. That's why I've wanted to see you again for so long. You can have anything you've ever wanted. Just come with me. We can be together forever.
My Bach, you love me? You knew me for 3 days, almost 20 years ago.
And I never forgot you. I've always loved you. I've longed for a family with you, and here, my wish is fulfilled.
Well, I'm sorry, Nuvius. It's not mutual. You were a fling. You were fun, and you were an important infusion of new blood into our Wait, what?
Yeah. She went into town to sleep with men so that she could have a baby. So that the clan could grow, so
Are
they
they a
wouldn't be
clan of
inbred.
Amazons or something?
Nomads, yeah.
But,
I don't know if all of them are born female, or mainly this is just so that
'cause then that would sound
the gene pool is
that would sound
larger.
an awful lot like the Gerudo.
Yeah, kind of.
Because for, like, Legend of Zelda with making... But... That's... He was just used as a sperm donor?
Pretty much.
That's terrible.
Yeah. I'm actually sympathetic to the Emperor. I'm a little bit pissed that we didn't get to learn more about him, because I really want to play a Metroidvania where you hit this log, and then you realize, like, all of his villainous actions, all of his chasing the main character throughout the entire story, in reality is him just trying to have a nice time with his daughter. Like, he's a legitimately good
Well,
dude.
unfortunately, they're probably going to
Yeah.
make him
No, I
evil
know.
and tyrannical
I
and
know.
everything, but
Anyway, let's finish the log and then we can talk about it.
I just hate that word infusion. You were an important infusion of new blood into our clan. For goodness sake,
Keep going, keep going.
I never loved you,
Nonsense.
he says.
I rule this world, Selene, and so many others. Think of that power, what we can do together. If you will be mine, you can rule with me.
You're responsible for so much pain in this world. I can't stop myself from saying, when Daria chafes in your grip, it was powerful before you showed up.
It doesn't matter, as long as you're with me.
No, I will never be with you.
But you're mine.
His voice is rising. I stand, suddenly very scared.
You and my daughter. I will have you.
I'm leaving, Nuvius.
Fine, I don't need you, but I will have my daughter. Tell me where she is and you can go.
Leave us alone. He lunges for me. The wine has made him sloppy already. I flee.
You can't keep her from me!
I hear him scream.
I will find you!
Yeah, and we'll just skip that last word. I don't like hearing it.
I'm a little bit disappointed that he went with that line, because I think things would have been real great if he straight up was just, like, loving father the entire way through, and, like, legitimately is heartbroken that...
I'm actually kind of sad they didn't go with that way, because I already dislike... I know that you're supposed to sympathize with Wanderia and the Timespinners, but I think messing with time is horrible, so I'm just like...
Yeah.
Why does one group of people get to decide the entire fate of the galaxy and all the surrounding planets?
Well, the entire point of the Timespinners is that they weren't...
They weren't supposed to use the power?
Yeah, they almost never used it. They didn't want to.
But why not just destroy the machine and be done with it?
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm a little bit disappointed that they didn't play up Emperor Nuvius to actually just be like a good person-ish. There's a strong psychic aura possessed by the biotech monstrosities Amadeus has helped us design. I now know why. Between my reverse engineering and some further research into history of all things, I can only conclude that Amadeus is a psychic being himself, a demon, to use the crude parlance. There's no doubt that his techniques will be of benefit to Lachiem. They've already proven deadly, but there's reasons for the fear their designs engender, he and his kin. For I believe there are more of them, feed on the hatred, disgust, and chaos that follows them. It aids Lachiem for now, but continued reliance on them will not do. Lachiem is built on order, on control. We cannot have such chaos following us everywhere. I must find a way to rid us of these so-called allies.
I'm really surprised Lunais isn't having a long monologue with Meyef about the revelation of her father being Nuvius.
Yeah, she never reacts to the logs except for their existence, and yeah, that's definitely a failing on this. I much prefer it when the character reacts to the log. It's a little baffling that they don't. That actually looks like a boss door.
I'm still actually really upset about the whole you were an infusion for our clan thing.
To think.
I'm sorry, I'll get back to helping attack and everything. I'm actually kind of like,
I just love that the current plot line would have been fine if she just
know that they have a child. The thing is, 20 years ago he probably wasn't so evil yet. I don't know. I mean, she didn't know that he was the prince.
Yeah.
Maybe the fact that he had kept the fact that he was the prince from her, she probably wouldn't have slept with him if she knew that he was the prince of the people that oppressed her. I mean, she knew he was a soldier. That much was true.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to say.
Hello,
Whoa,
horror beast.
Disgusting creature.
Oh. It's psychic, of course.
Yep. Whoa, its head popped off?
Apparently so. Oh. We have a speed module. Okay. So we can now dash across the everywhere. And I can use
Wow,
it with
you're
the-
much faster than me now.
Yeah.
This will be more difficult to navigate things.
Yeah, it's a shame that you don't actually get a speed upgrade to compensate. Okay, is that helpful in any way, though? Because it doesn't actually get you anywhere right now.
So the clan doesn't accept outsiders. That's why they can't have relationships with, like, you know, long-term relationships with men. Is that what's going on?
Yeah. Well, no, there are men in the clan, but they have to be part of the clan. Maybe I just... Oh, I think I got it. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
I would just hope that... I don't know. For a game that's very progressive, I just find it sad that they don't talk about, like, consent when it comes to...
Children? Yeah. That is, like, obviously not something that I'm particularly, well, maybe... I'm opinionated about it, even though I have, like, no reason to be. But, like, the idea of, like, effectively unilaterally deciding, like, hey, this is my child, you get no say in the matter, is like, oh. Like, if you're gonna have a kid with somebody, that other person, unless they're, like, grade A dirtbag, like, you know, child abuser, wife beater, whatever, yeah, they probably should get some say in their kid. Oh well. Experiment 13. By the results of my last few experiments, I decided to try splicing the Biotech DNA into that grown Lachiem nobleman. Oh, into that of a grown Lachiem nobleman. Monstrous, yes, but our Emperor has given me leeway in my work. He appears to be very happy with my ability to make political opponents disappear. A fortunate side effect, I suppose. The effects of this splicing on the subject occurred very quickly, but not without apparent physical discomfort on the subject's part. The final beneficial results are a rapid growth of the body size and strength, much faster than any run-of-the-mill DNA enhancements, which are so popular among the wealthy, as well as a marked improvement in magical ability. However, the negative side effects of the procedure, such as skin sloughing off and an irregular restructuring of muscles, have made this procedure unfit for any practical applications. The results of this experiment seem to have consistent with demonic designs. I've seen this sort of monstrosity before. I'm not yet free of their influence. Perhaps we must move beyond their biotechnical designs altogether. I'll do what it takes. I have to meditate on this.
I mean, it's kind of weird to be talking about this, but just in short, always be protected.
Wear condoms.
you know, if you
don't trust
want
your partner to wear condoms or use birth control. I'm serious.
Right.
I've known people. You don't
want to be used.
Yeah, I've known people who got. Oh, hello. Oh, the files.
Well, we've actually known people that were, like, they had a crazy significant other that would try to get one or the other pregnant, and just these documents are old Lachiem and Velician records from the War of the Sisters. Maybe there's some evidence for Ramita in here. Oh. Wow. It was bad. I better show these to him in Haristel.
1,000-year-old files? No, it's probably like a scan. There we go. Oh, I see. That's a there we go. But yeah, it's not uncommon for one person to make a decision without the other.
Yeah, but I know this is really uncomfortable, so
it is a
no
weird
more
topic.
about this. I was just surprised even reading it. But let's go back to biological horror monsters.
Bio-horror monsters.
Bio-horror monsters. So now they're starting to do genetic infusions into living people. They're not starting from the primary stages. They're just essentially taking, what was it? Political adversaries and making them into monsters for their experiments.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I honestly can't... The one thing I don't like about the whole time travel mechanics with this is I now can't tell if it was, like, the Emperor of her time that was ordering these, like, demonic experimentations, or if it was a different person altogether. Like, there's the question of, like, whether or not it's... if she managed to change who effectively her father is in all of this. I don't know. Anyway, another boss fight.
A scientist.
You must be Lunais. Yes, welcome to my laboratory.
And you must be... should I say Genza?
I don't know, either or.
You must be Genza, the one behind Lachiem's sick experiments.
My reputation precedes me. I am the man behind all that Lachiem has accomplished.
I'm fairly sure Queen Elana gets some of the credit.
Ha! A weakling and a coward, going back on her loyalties, on her deals, trying to rid us of the demons she summoned. Unsuccessfully, I might add.
What do you mean?
Oh, you poor naive girl. They never went away, not really. They ensured Lachiem's rise in power, even as they ferment chaos in our realm. And I won't have that. Order must be absolute. Science will replace their absolute powers, and then Lachiem will finally be free, in a way Elana could never accomplish. But that's neither here nor there. You're the time messenger from that backwards Wanderia. It's a pleasure to meet you. Like what I've done with the place. Oh, it's the Timespinner.
It's the Timespinner.
I finally got it working, no thanks to you, and I've been and I'll be tying into an experimental portal we've constructed, one that can teleport us anywhere. With two combined, we'll be unstoppable.
You can't use that. You haven't been trained.
Ha! I've trained all my life.
Sacrifice you'd be making. Do you know how it works? How it erases you from history?
A pity, yes, but a small price to pay. I've already sacrificed my humanity to make Lachiem strong, let my morals slip for the good of the nation.
Good? Hardly.
What do you know of good and sacrifice anyway? You've never seen true power, not like you could achieve.
I've sacrificed everything to come here. To stop Nuvius.
Ah, of course.
Who's my father? But she doesn't know it because I don't know if she's
your mother.
Oh. What? Oh, Lunais. Have you missed me? What sick trick is this? No trick. I love you. But you left me. What? Abandoned me to Nuvius. To death. My own daughter. After all I'd sacrificed. No, that's not... You failed me. No, that's not you. Genza. Wait, Genza is a shape-shifting monster?
Looks like it.
Or maybe Genza is a demon. With molars. Oh man. Molars and teeth.
They do a lot of damage. I'm a little curious about how much HP he has. Oh. That's a bit more. Maybe I should actually toss
those
the
are
royal
rib
ring on.
cages and...
Well, that was it. That was easy. Holy crap. You are strong,
And you're a bastard.
says the girl with no father. Ah, but that's not true, is it? You must know, we never cured the bleakness. Even when we reconquered Vlet and gained access to the plasma, we would never be the same. A longing in our people, leading us to explore the stars, quick to anger, quick to melancholy. These are the legacies of that sickness. And the Lachiem blue hair, of course. Sound familiar? You must realize by now.
I know. Nuvius is my father. I don't care. I have no love for him. He attacked my clan. He killed my mother. He will die.
Very well. Just do me one favor.
Why would I?
Don't let my work have gone to waste. When you take the throne as the rightful heir, rid us of the demons once and for all. Security keycard A. Genza's personal keycard. Allows access to A-level classified areas.
High security access. The doors I could open with this. It's time to end this.
Holy crap, are we just gonna beat this tonight? It says
Probably.
67% on this. We still can't get through here, which bugs me. Anybody know how to get through there that's played this?
Well, let's just try all the security clearance doors with A on them, right? You got the A.
I was gonna go until I found a fast travel location. Well, what do you know? Let's see, did I... orbs... Push the icicle ring out for... Honestly, probably just the royal ring.
So the demons, are we gonna see them again? The
Probably, yeah.
succubus and the incubus?
And it's so much easier when you just don't have to fight.
Yeah.
Go to the past, burn the green vines. Oh. You know, that makes perfect sense.
But how do we burn them now?
With the fire. They're oh. It seems so obvious now that somebody else points it out. Well,
What fire? Because I thought we already tried
We
the fire.
tried that on the petrified vines.
Yes.
We never tried it on the fresh vines in the present.
Well, that's because we haven't gone outside
in the
present.
past. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, because the fresh vines, I did say at one point that, hey, if the vines were younger or hadn't been petrified, then we could get through them. But I thought we'd never found any of the younger vines. Oh, you mean the ones that would just let you walk under them that were billowing around?
Yeah.
So if we can destroy those, then they'll never grow all the way to the ground and solidify.
Correct.
That's what you're saying.
Correct.
Oh, that makes sense. I suppose I didn't connect those vines to those vines.
Oh.
Is that the wheel that
Yeah.
you need? Timespinner Gear 1. Tuning gear need to accurately use the time spinner. This looks familiar. This is part of the time spinner. One of the tuning gears. That's why I went back so far. This wasn't attached. There was supposed to be 3 of these to calibrate how far back in time the time spinner goes. Well, it's too late now. Lunais, if you found all 3, you could tune it properly. So? Could do what you meant to at the start. Go to a different time. I could go back before Nuvius ever found Wanderia. I could actually save them. Heck with the gears. I could go anywhere. I just need the other 2. Easier said than done. And if I can't find them, I can still kill Nuvius. But if Nuvius never gets to the planet, she would never be born.
Correct. But she's
out of time, so technically she's safe from everything.
Yeah. At least I'm fairly certain that's the logic.
It's not like you just disappear and then everything you did here goes away too.
I don't know. But yeah, I think she's like functionally outside of time or something to the extent of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not entirely sure. The story for this game is wild. And it's interesting. I don't know. Oh, we still haven't even
time travel is
tried
definitely part of it. I mean, I would say
time to
the
get
primary
gross.
part of it. Time travel makes anything complicated.
That could be pretty good.
Unless it's on a very, very small scale. Actually, have you ever heard of that butterfly effect?
Yeah.
Isn't that something that's been explored too? How a single seemingly insignificant action can lead to much more dire consequences? Oh, just being surrounded by demons creates chaos.
No, getting hit by demons causes the chaos status effect. Which is annoying, but they're not so bad. I don't think I like the eyes that much. They seem like they'd be kind of good, but they don't stop an enemy. Found a blood orb. Seems like it grants lifesteal. Oh, crap. Where do you get that? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Gonna go...
Back into the past?
Yeah, back into the past over here. I want to see... Ow. Oh, I've been sitting in this chair too long. Oh, I should cut the record.